Do you see now the difference in our power?
I think what they're thinking in their head is they want the game to be more interactive. They don't like what Tekken 7 was as a spectator thing. Even though we as the players, once you understand what's going on, we know why it's dope. We know why it was cool to see me do this and do that. But to like somebody who's really a super cat who like I'm just trying to watch a game be played. Oh, these motherfuckers ain't doing nothing. They're just moving around back and forth, moving around. They want to stop that. But implementing things like that Dragon Uppercut, it's the reason people play Street Fighter, right? It's the reason people play games. I'm saying Street Fighter, but just this is the reason that people play certain 2D games, right?
Yeah.
It's because I can do a whole bunch of bullshit and I can roll the dice and get out the bullshit and make you scared. And you got to come up with like specific ways to not allow me to do that, right? You're rolling dice just as much as I'm rolling the dice. In this game, yes, I'm rolling the dice as much as you're rolling the dice, but it don't feel like it because there's not a penalty when you on the offense roll the dice, other than if you do an unsafe move. But the way they had the move set up is like, well, I don't even have to do nothing unsafe. I'm gonna do the slower mid move because you're so afraid to press a button. It's gonna give me enough frame advantage to do some more bullshit to you. Now I'm just pressing buttons to see what I can do, and I'm getting counter hit. The biggest thing about Tekken is that it's a thinking game. Really, any fighting game really is that it's a thinking game.
Yeah.
And I think that is probably what people's biggest issue is, in my opinion, is that it don't really feel like I'm thinking on the offense, and when I'm on the defense, it don't feel like they think. And that's kind of the sentiment I'm getting from people. Well, the reason people are tired of the game is because they're not getting that hit of dopamine that they're supposed to be getting from Tekken. Like you come to Tekken because it's a thinking game. So if it feels like people ain't thinking and they're just doing stuff, well, that's a turnoff to a lot of people. And I think that's kind of where they are dropping the ball in that aspect. It's so much so that I don't think that people consider how much actually great stuff is in this Tekken. Like that's not just the fighting. I don't know how other people feel about it, but I like the little arcade thing. I think that's pretty dope. I can go in there and see all my homeboys like we all at the arcade. I can talk shit. I can meet new people. I don't have to just randomly meet people. I could see you're playing somebody. Oh, it's a king player. I've been needing some king practice. Let me go up to a king player and play a king player that I don't know. I think that that's kind of dope. Something that you don't really have in any other tech. I think, yeah, they could do some stuff better, like the Tekken Ball. I played somebody today in Tekken Ball. I hadn't played that junk in a long time. This man had like a 60-game winning streak. And I seen this man had like in-depth strategies. Before that, I was whooping everybody ass that I met. It's like, oh, hold on, I can't even beat this fool. There's people over here playing Tekken Ball like it's Tekken. It's like a lot of stuff in this game that I think people just take for granted because they're so frustrated by the mechanics of the actual main portion of the game. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. If you're not willing to do all that extra stuff, or if you do all that extra stuff and realize, oh, this is really a coin flip in this particular scenario, it's going to feel rough and you might not want to deal with it because it's going to feel like it comes too often. But in actuality, it's not really that different. It's just conceptually different. Like the way y'all feel about Tekken 8 is how I felt about Tekken 7, coming from older games. Like I didn't even like Tekken Tag. Why would I want to play a game like this where I get hit one time and it's the longest combo I ever saw? You got cheating stuff like Eddie hitting me with a 14 frame move and jump taking 125 damage. Like this junk is dumb. I really wasn't a fan of Tekken Tag either. I really haven't liked a lot of what Tekken has done as far as like the mechanics they introduced since Tekken 6, and I really only liked homing moves. I think that was a necessary evolution in the game so that it didn't matter which side you went to, that a person doesn't have to have all the legacy knowledge to stop you from sidestepping them. Because traditionally characters are steppable to one side or the other, but to give them a move that hits everything, I think that's wise. Just make it a slow move. So then the concept, but Tekken 7 to me is like, oh, things that people who came in on Tekken 7 don't see, that like older players see. It's like, oh, well, y'all don't know what this game is some bullshit. It's bullshit that King has 4-4-1. If he hits you with this junk, it counter hits you and he get a combo. And it's safe. And it reached way across the screen. Yes, he's had 4-4-1 in other games, but all that junk did was just knock you down if you got hit by it. And he didn't get nothing off of it. It just knocked you far away. But now this spinning you in his face, giving him a free 50-50 mix-up because the junk plus 14 on hit. No, it's like plus 22 on hit because you could do another 4-4-1 and they couldn't even swing out. They got an armor crush you. It's like, oh, this is some real bullshit. And this is a character I play with. Y'all think that they are just now taking those people's identities away. They've been doing that, but they've been doing it in a manner in which it hasn't been so blatant. They want you to stay in place and make reads. All the other Tekkens, you don't really have to make hard reads. Too many situations. You only have to make hard reads and strings. All they did was expand what a string looks like. We're going to start the string by doing such and such move, and then it's going to go into the string. And if you don't avoid the initial move by, stepping it, poking them out, playing small Tekken, now you about to deal with this long ass string. And at the end of this string, if you guess wrong in any part of the string, this shit knock you down, or it launch you, or it counter hits you and flop you on the ground, and they get heat, and now they get to go super berserk mode. It sounds stupid. It kind of is stupid, but for the same reason I keep going back to, because they don't have the mechanic to deal with it. If you're not going to give them a way out that is universal, then make it an obvious way out other than duck or stand, because that's essentially what people are having to do. And you're not even always being rewarded for ducking or standing. I think maybe the developers looked at Tekken 7 and said, hey, these people are backing up. We don't want them to back up. We want them to interact with one another. So we're going to make you deal with what we're going to do. If you're not going to play small Tekken, and you're not going to force me to like play poke and move and poke and move and poke and move, because that still is fast paced, aggressive Tekken. It's just you're changing it from like I'm trying to take your health away, and now it's I'm trying to prevent you from doing you're cranking up that bullshit. At least that's how I envision it when I play the game. Which is why I tell people to go. I gotta plug my own channel, but go over to my channel, check out the explained series. It'll make this stuff make more sense to you if you're new to the game, or if you're not used to playing it on that level. Every Tekken has had its crap in it that has been questionable, to say the least. But at the core of it, Tekken 5 DR, it was a game where playing the game made you win. The game did not do things to win for you. And that's what I see in Tekken 6 forward. It's like the game's doing things to win for you. Like, y'all don't even think about rage in the way we thought about it back then, where it was like, what is this mechanic? I'm whooping your ass, and now you get to do like a low kick, and this junk take as much as a damn 12 frame Punisher. Like, this is stupid. People were complaining about that junk for forever, but that's where the game start becoming the hand holder. The same things you're complaining about now. These combos long as hell. They take him to the wall doing 500 hits. The junk taking all this damn damage. They kept implementing various degrees of it, and now you end up with Tekken 8. It's such a veer from what people have expected that they don't understand that it was always getting here. Yeah, like that Leroy jump. I knew immediately. Like, there are certain things in Tekken. I know I sound like an old ass man. I am kind of old, but like there are certain things in Tekken that are just Tekken rules. And I know I'm just some guy who played a game. I can't tell the company or tell Tekken team when they're breaking their own rules. But like, you don't give nobody a 12 frame safe counter hit mid launcher. Like,
Yeah.
that's not something you do in Tekken. Any move that's 12 frames in mid, it's a poke, and you can sidestep the hell out of it, and it's negative. Or if it's 12 frames in mid, it's unsafe as hell. Like, you don't give nobody no damn 1-inch punch that's a counter hit launcher, and it's safe, and it's junk. That don't even make no damn sense. That's breaking Tekken logic. And there's a lot of stuff like that in Tekken 7, and even like I said, in Tekken 6, that jump with Lars. It's like, what kind of junk is this? Somebody can jump over a low move and under a high and under the mid? Like, what kind of junk is this? What are you supposed to do? You just got to stand here and wait? Well, they was testing something, obviously. We just weren't keen to it back then. They might listen to this stream, and they might be like, hey, you know what? That sounds like a good idea. I ain't gonna toot my own horn, but I got a video of like the things that I wanted in Tekken 8, and almost all of them shits is in Tekken 8. And I know they be looking at my channel from time to time, because they used to come in my stream when I was doing like a early Tekken 7, but they just pop in everybody's stream.
Yeah.
I just used to have like a class I would teach. Do you know, like in Tekken, if you backdash, you're not supposed to be able to block. That's where Korean backdashing came from, because it allows you to cancel your backdash so you can block. But since Tekken 7, like, you can just press back and you block. Well, because you can do that, it caused that problem in Tekken 7 where it was like, oh, I actually can option select a whole lot of stuff, because when I press back, I can't be hit in so many frames, and I can only press down at other frames. And they got to use specific moves to hit me for ducking, or I can sidestep and duck, because the way they got the game set up, stuff don't work. Like, you're not taking nearly as much risk. You're getting to see that in this game, where they took the roll out. Oh yeah, that was also in Tekken 7, where they took the rollback out, where you can't get picked up off a rollback. Like, for people who came into Tekken 7, like, they just think that's how Tekken's supposed to be. Like, oh, yeah, I should be able to like roll back and get up safely. It shouldn't be a problem unless my back is turned. Well, they took it a step further in this game and said, oh yeah, now you roll back. Even if your back is turned, you stand up in the same amount of frames as standing straight up. So you could barely ever hit somebody in the back. And if you do hit them in the back, it's just going to make them slide to the side, so they don't have to worry about that. All of these things is, like I said, it's just like further advancements of stuff they've already been implemented. But to your point, it's just got to a point where people are noticing it. I've seen, and I think it's different nowadays than back then. We have social media now.
Yeah.
People feel there's an entitlement to I paid for it. I can complain about it. And this is not even just in Tekken. This is just in
Everything.
general in life. It's like, oh, I have access, so now I'm going to make my voice heard. And to be fair, I know this is probably sounds pretty bad, but everybody's opinion don't need to be heard. Some people don't know what they're complaining about. They're
Yeah.
complaining about an issue that doesn't really exist. It just only exists for them. And so because you have kind of like this access that you didn't used to have, it's like a double-edged sword. Now they can get, better idea of like what the community really likes about the game. They get more problem solved because people tell them about glitches. A lot more people get to know about the game because people are showing it and sharing it, and all of this stuff is happening. But at the same time, you also got to deal with my boy Moonsalt getting on here making a video about y'all damn about y'all damn shirts. That's just gonna be a part of what it is.
Yeah.
And they didn't really have that back in the day too much, right? So it's kind of like, oh, if Tekken 6 come out and it's some bullshit. Well, Tekken 5 was a great example. Tekken 5.0 was some real bullshit. Y'all don't want to play that game. You can't tech roll. The tech roll is unsafe on that game. Like, you think you're playing some bullshit right now. Just imagine, you know how you feel like I just tech roll after a combo and I'm going to just get up and start playing the game? Like, the worst I'm going to have to deal with is just a mix-up. Like, imagine if I did a combo and if you tech roll, I could do Snake Edge and it would re-combo you because you can't block on tech roll. Y'all don't want to play that kind of Tekken. And back then, we didn't have like Twitter, so it was kind of like people go to the forum to Tekken Zubatsu, and people was complaining like a motherfucker, boy. But I mean, if Namco didn't look at that, then you just be venting into the wind.
And it's not as
But
viral too.
yeah, and it's not as viral. It doesn't affect your product as much. It really only affects those who are interested in your game, which I think actually worked out a little bit better because then it became like, oh, well, if the community who's keeping my game alive is saying this, maybe they're giving us tips that'll help us make a better game. And you know what happened? They came out with Tekken DR, probably one of the best Tekkens, if not the best Tekken, probably renowned by most people who played it or played every Tekken prior and afterward. It was a great product, and they got feedback, but it was feedback that felt like it was deserved and honest, was actually constructive.
Not
When
just
you
for
get on Twitter,
likes.
you know this. Yeah, you know this. You're a content creator, probably even here on YouTube. There's probably people who get on here. They ain't even watched your video complaining about something you said in a video that you ain't even said. Now imagine you're a big corporation where people feel like they gave you their money and they deserve to play the game that they want to play and not the game you designed. Well, I might block you too. I might Michael Murray your ass too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could understand it. It's a lot of levels to most things. And I think we just ended up with this product. We were always going to get this product. We just got it a little bit faster because Tekken 7 did so well. They made a lot of money. We was either going to end up with this product or no product. What the developers are thinking in their head, they're like, oh, you're complaining about this shit, but you can sidestep this junk. Or, as your boy Michael Murray would say, why sidestep it when you can duck and block it? That's kind of how they're probably seeing this shit. And sometimes they're right. And a lot of times they're not so right because they don't play the game on the level of the people who are going to exploit these tactics. The people who are going to go into rank mode and do the cheapest shit they could think to do to try to get some rank points. Like, they not in it. Harada ain't in here playing this shit in rank mode. If he was, he'd do better in tournaments.